We're Jazz and George, and we live here, on a farm in the south of France, with our twin 2-year-old girls and crazy dogs. We moved here a year and a half ago in search of a slower pace of life and to spend more time outdoors. These days, we do spend a lot of time outside, but it turns out that having twins, doing a massive renovation project ourselves, and running 3 businesses doesn't really equate to a slower pace of life. We love it though, and we hope you do too. So join us for the ride as we try to fix this old French farm.
One of my least favourite jobs. Okay, while George starts that, I'll just say we're going to do a first round on the bits that we haven't already dumped the second load on and just compact it so that we've got like a nice flat base to start from. And when I say we, I mean George, because if you've seen on one of our videos before, this is not the first time we have this machine, and I do not like using it.
In case you're new here, we are currently building a new terrace for an outdoor dining area and sunbathing spot. We've cleared a huge area of overgrown brambles and trees, roughly flattened it off, and we're now putting in the sub base and trying to get it level.
So, bit of compacting done. Oh, look at the shadows. Bit of compacting done just to see where we're at, and we already can see there's lots and lots of low and high points and stuff, but the main thing now is to get another layer on here, which Jazz is doing admirably, compact that again and then see where we are. There we've got to get pretty high and really in the corners and stuff, but
Yeah, do you think in the
I don't know. Yeah, okay. We do. Yeah. We've got to build it up over those corners.
Sure how far to go.
And it is baking.
It's absolutely boiling. Summer has like been late to arrive and now it's like, I'm here and it's 30 degrees.
And we can't even like lie down and suntan. What is the point, eh? This is the point. Building somewhere to suntan on. Right, I'm just laying another bit of weed membrane that appears to be continuous Ouroboros. Right, where are you? There's got to be an end somewhere. What? Man dies by being consumed by weed membrane. There we go. Right, you go and rest yourself under the nice view is there. Every time I do this, the wind picks up. Okay, so you may wonder why, if this is the area of the patio, why we've got all this extra weed membrane around the sides. Well, apart from the fact that there's all the blackthorn and I don't know what the other stuff is, but it's nasty. That's growing through here that we want to make sure we've killed off. We're going to put sort of flower bedding areas around it. It's not just going to be a patio on its own. So we need to kind of kill all that off, the stuff that we've dug out that hasn't quite died, and put new topsoil on top, which we can then plant into. That's why we have wider weed membrane. So we actually need to come back and do it off here because this is our highest point, which we can't change. I mean, we can have the whole thing. Which would mean
like that would be even lower.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Compared to this, yeah.
Yeah, lower, yeah.
That's 5.6 centimeters per meter. So that's like 1 in 9. Okay. And then over here. So this is double. So this is 15 centimeters lower than that. Yeah. 13 centimeters lower than that, which is fine. We can have the whole thing going like down to this corner.
Yeah.
And now for a very random but interesting interlude, which happened the next morning.
1 year on from this.
It's happening. No, this is a L'Occitane one.
It was a yellow and black one last year.
Was it?
But 1 year on.
I thought it was bright yellow.
Oh, maybe not. Maybe.
Do you think he's trying to go up?
Maybe he's determined to land just at the foot of our garden. That's very slopey down there.
All our dogs around here are like, what is happening?
Fair, unless you're bringing supplies from L'Occitane, don't need you here.
What's that?
Look at the balloon.
Why is there a balloon in the garden?
Yeah.
What is that doing? That's absolute madness.
Bonjour, les Montgolferists.
Is he in the trees,
No,
George?
He's... I don't know. He is in that, you're right.
Should we go to the field?
Yeah, should we go for a little wander? Okay.
I don't think he's supposed to be there, is he? Ooh, it's so big. All the neighbours are out.
That's very clever.
Look at that.
Non, mais on est là, les on est là.
Vous avez essayé de me feinter là, mais.
On est une équipe.
Right, wherever this lands is where it's staying.
Right, by the way, what we're doing is trapping our fingers. Yes. Oh no. Bleep, bleep, swear, bleep. We are creating, as you can see behind me, a barrier, like a little mini wall that will be hidden in order to just make sure that all the stone stays here. And so we're using old concrete breeze blocks, yeah, papang, that we have just laying around the house and the garden, and we are going to kind of cement those in place. And we are using these lovely gorgeous rocks that we again have so many of. We are very lucky about that. So we are just putting them into like a rough position, aren't we? And then we'll cement them in. We thought we might be able to use our really cool new cement mixer, but it turns out we don't have the right plug.
We don't have a French extension.
Classic! So we'll be mixing this by hand, but that's okay. We're going to have
one tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll get it ready for laying the actual pavers. Anyway, back to, like, what is it, Goliath and his stone? I don't know.
No, that's David and Goliath. That's a little pebble. Oh no, it is. Who was the Greek mythology who's rolling the stone constantly up the hill and it'll roll back down?
That's George.
Answers in the comments below, and I'll know the answer by the time.
By the way, it's like 30 odd degrees, hence why we're just. Sorry, we're so hot.
It's May. When did we start this? February.
Oh, don't say that.
This one we call the Terrace one.
It's so pretty.
It is. It's because it would be an amazing house cornerstone.
Yeah.
But we don't need one that big.
Blimey, love, well done. Is it weird to have it sticking up?
No, not in the grand scheme. Think of like planting and stuff around it.
True, yeah.
And even though we raise it up, we've got like this much coming out. It's quite an iceberg. By the time we backfill on this side as well.
Do we put it closer to that big rock?
Yeah, I think so.
That's nice. That's a nice angle there, actually.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay. Tell me if I'm going to hit the tree.
You're good.
Am I okay?
Yeah. Okay, now you will. Stop. We've moved on to this end. So we need to do this corner. Our middle ones are in and our end ones are in. Lovely. Right, George, you ready? That up. So that is giant, that rock. This is our biggest one and he has to take it uphill. Up there.
He's cheering me on.
Blue is tied up to a tree and he's being very
He can't be trusted.
annoying.
He can't be trusted because he goes up and steals. He goes and steals food from the neighbours.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, should we keep the little?
Yeah, keep the little hole. I think that looks nice. It's a random little feature. Oh, he's so strong. Look at that bit. Look at that ass. That's what everyone's here for. Okay, now, so sweaty and awful. Now we are actually cementing them in, aren't we?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is like one of the most fun things we've done here, actually building something with these rocks like
So pretty.
properly and forever.
So there is our non-fancy cement mixer.
I'm very fancy.
Doesn't mean we don't fancy him, but it's not.
Fancy in the
It's not that fun thing we thought we were going to get to use.
The good thing about these is they don't actually need to be like level. Right, now which way around's this one? I think it's dodgy corner inside. I think it goes in like
Yeah, I
that.
agree.
Yeah.
And have it touching that rock.
Yeah. Touching because they're friends.
Yeah, lovely. See, we're working with rocks again, but it's different.
It is different.
It's the same, but different. This is why we've been keeping all these rocks. Everyone's like, why are you keeping them? For this, because they're beautiful. They just need, you know, a new lease of life. It's 9 p.m. and after a very biblical storm, which is kind of no surprise because it was so hot for the last few days, we are back out here, back at it. So I am marking out this area, woo, which is going to be the flower beds around the patio. And then I am taking stone from that big pile and putting it onto here because we are going to do like a cobbled edge. We're going to do flower beds around 3 sides of it, but not this side here, which goes out toward the lavender field. That one we're going to do like, we're going to plant grasses and a few little more like wildflowery type things, but not a formal flower bed, because that's where the garden kind of slopes off into the lavender field. So it would feel a little bit odd to do like a more formal flower bed there. Yeah, we haven't pulled many a late night on renovation, to be honest, because our days are so busy, and then we put the kids down at like 6:37, and then we dinner, and then by the time we've done that, it's like, and, you know, and tidied up and stuff, it's 8, and like we go to bed at like 9:15. So we just, otherwise, because we're up at like 6, so yeah, and we're absolutely pooped usually from our days. So we are early go to bedders and early risers. So we don't tend to do evening renovation. We are just not really, we're not cut out for it. I'd rather get up really early and do it, to be honest. What are you doing, G?
It's getting bitter. I am cementing our our what will be a hidden little retaining wall for all of this. So we've dug away a bit, compacted down again, and then we're putting in all these breeze blocks parpang that were on the property. Didn't have them, we happen to have 17. We're going to use 17 plus some of the big boulders that we have. We're just cementing them in place so it will go off overnight, then we can backfill in the morning and compact it properly. Fingers crossed in my gloves that are wearing through quicker and quicker. I don't have a
I think we need to buy some of the bricolage tomorrow morning.
These were new, like at the beginning of this project.
So I think maybe we need to get everyone a new pair of gloves. That might be my gift to everyone if I drop the girls off at crash tomorrow, which happens to be next to the bricolage, which is really handy. All right, onwards for us. It's a new day, we're back at it. Doing the same thing as last night. Actually, no, that's not true. I'm doing the same thing as last night, putting the stones onto the border of the flower beds. George is spreading this massive pile of stone around. And then we can whacker plate it, and then we can start laying some paving tiles.
Now we've got like low spots, so we're going to sort of semi-screed. We've got the drop like that way, but we've got low spots in between it, so we're going to fill up and then screed along with the wood.
Why do we need a drop?
So the rainwater could go run away.
Exactly. And when did you run the marathon for Street Child?
I raised money for this fabulous charity. Not enough to qualify for their sort of minimum level, but I did raise some money, and I ran the marathon in 2023.
And when did you do the Dakar?
This year and 10 years ago. I'm branded.
And
when was I Nike?
when were you a squirrel?
I've always been a squirrel.
This guy's squirrel socks. There's a storm incoming, I'll show you in a second. I reckon it's going to hit in about half an hour. We are desperately trying to get this all down and whack-plated.
And also, this is like the antithesis of slow living. Everything is time pressured.
Yeah.
Even nature. What's our question?
Well, we have two questions. One is which direction do we lay the tiles in? We have two patios and they are 6 meters long by 4 meters wide. So do we lay the tiles that way or that way?
My vote is that way.
And my vote is that way.
Do you want to know the logic? My logic is that the main drop from top to bottom is down this way, so that it's easier to calculate with a longer tile going down that way.
Yours is purely like a practical.
And aesthetically, I think it looks better that way, but I have practicality to back it up.
Okay, mine's an aesthetic argument.
Only.
Which is that I think that it will make the two, by doing it long ways, it will make the two patios feel more connected.
What a cliffhanger we're leaving you with. Do let us know in the comments which direction you think we should lay the tiles. Front to back, like George likes, or left to right, like I like. Thank you for watching, and we hope we'll see you next week. Bye!